What's up, everybody? This is Read the Bible with me, Stan Jr., and today we're looking at Genesis chapter 13, where Abram and Lot got to separate. We're going to see why they have to separate. That's most important. So before we get started, I just want to invite you to click that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you know every time I post a video, as well as if you have been gaining value from me reading the Bible every day and explaining the hard parts in it at all. If you've been getting any value, please consider clicking in my description box. You can go and click the Patreon button and donate $1 a month to help me put these videos together and support Read the Bible with me. This is a Bible book club that I created for those that want to read more in the Bible and to create good habits of reading the Bible every day. All right, so let's look at chapter 13 and let's see. It says, so Abram went up from Egypt, and he and his wife and all that he had, and Lot with him, into Negev. Now Abram was very rich in livestock, in silver and in gold, and he journeyed on from the Negev as far as Bethel, to the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Ai, to the place where he had made an altar at the first. And there Abram called upon the name of the Lord, and Lot, who went from Abram, also had flocks and herds and tents, so that the land could not support both of them dwelling together. It couldn't support both of them dwelling together, for their possessions were so great that they could not dwell together. And there was strife between the herdsmen and Abram's livestock and the herdsman's livestock, Lot's livestock. At that time, the Canaanites and the Perizzites were dwelling in the land. Then Abram said to Lot, let there be no strife between you and me, and between your herdsmen and my herdsmen, for we are kinsmen. Is not the whole land before you? Separate yourself from me. If you take the left hand, I will take the right hand. Or if you take the right hand, then I will go take the left. And Lot lifted up his eyes and saw that the Jordan Valley was well watered everywhere, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, in the direction of Zoar. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose for himself all the Jordan Valley, and Lot journeyed east. Thus they separated from each other. Abram settled in the land of Canaan, while Lot settled among the cities of the valley and moved his tent as far as Sodom. Now the men of Sodom were wicked, great sinners against the Lord. I think this is a very important point to bring up, that Abraham was so flexible. Let us be flexible. It's better to be flexible. Even in a storm, there's an old proverb that says that, if you're in a storm, that you don't want to be an oak tree. It seems strong, but the branches will break off easily because they're so stiff. But you want to be bamboo. You want to be able to flow. So when the storm comes, you just bend and be flexible. So I think it's important that even with God, that we are flexible. So we say, Lord, you can take me wherever you want to take me. I'll go wherever you want me to go. I'll say whatever you want me to say, Lord. I'll witness to that person if you want me to. I'm flexible. It doesn't have to be my way. You don't have to bless me right now. You don't have to do what I say do, Lord. But I'm flexible. That I know that you're never late. You're right on time. It may not be when I want you to show up, but you're on time. So I'm flexible, God, wherever you want to do, however you want to do it, however your will be done. Not my will, but your will, Lord. And so when we're able to be and stay in that state of mind, that's how God can get the most service out of us as servants to him, when we are flexible. Now, let's look at verse 14. It says, the Lord said to Abram, after Lot had separated himself, lift up your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward and eastward and westward. For all the land that you see, I will give to you, to your offspring forever. I will make your offspring as the dust of the earth, so that if one can count the dust of the earth, your offspring can also be counted. Arise, walk through the length and the breadth of the land, for I will give it to you. So Abram moved his tent and came and settled by the oaks and Merimar, which are at Hebron, and there he built an altar to the Lord. It's important that God said, do this, and he did it. God said, go look at the land I'm going to give the children of Israel. Remember, the children of Israel was his offspring, and they would be led into that land, Canaan, the promised land, by a servant called Moses. And we'll get into Moses soon enough. But I just want to thank you guys for listening and watching with me. Again, if you would like to become a supporter of mine, just please click in the description box, and it is so very much appreciated. It really does. It helps me pay for cloud storage. It helps me pay for all kinds of little things that you're not really thinking about that need to be paid for. So thank you so much. And we are going to be looking at chapter 14 next time you see me, where Abram rescues Lot, or better terms, God rescues Lot. All right, peace.